Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically create GoHighLevel appointment from email. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new email on my Gmail account, then automatically by using that response, a new appointment should be created in GoHighLevel. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between our Gmail account and GoHighLevel, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect works on two principles, trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take email parser through which we are going to retrieve the emails in Pabbly Connect which we are going to receive on our Gmail account, and then we are going to take GoHighLevel in our action. And we are going to set up a connection between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect to automate this entire process. And to learn the entire automation step by step, let me take you all towards my screen. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step that how can we automatically create GoHighLevel appointment whenever an email will be received. Okay, so here I'm going to set up a connection between my Gmail account and GoHighLevel in such a way that whenever my team member is going to send me an email related to the new appointment request with all the details, then by following those same details, automatically a new appointment will be created in GoHighLevel. Okay, so I'm going to use Pabbly Connect for creating this automation. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which allows us to set connections between different applications without any coding or programming skills to automate all our tasks. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But in case if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in. This is the all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created. And we also can create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create workflow option. And here a dialog box will appear. So it is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So let me provide a name over here. Create GoHighLevel appointment from email. After giving this name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So I have created a folder with a name as automations for lead management. I have selected that, and now let's click on create. As we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, as I already told you, on which the automation of Pabbly Connect works. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have as many actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take email parser over here to capture the email response from our Gmail account in our trigger, GoHighLevel in our action, and we want that as soon as we are going to receive a new email from our team member, then automatically an appointment should be created in GoHighLevel with that response. So here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the email is received, then only the appointment is created, otherwise not. So after understanding this concept, let's start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, and that will be email parser. So email parser is an inbuilt feature of Pabbly which allows us to capture the email response which we are receiving on our Gmail account. So it has provided us with an email hook. We have to use this email hook to set up the connection between our Gmail account and Pabbly Connect. So now whenever we are going to receive a new email on our account, we are going to receive that same email over here in Pabbly Connect as well with the help of this email hook. So we will simply copy this, and now I'm going to take you towards my Gmail account. So after coming over here, we have to go towards this settings section, and under settings here we have to click on see all settings. Now here we have the option of forwarding and POP-IMAP. We have to select that, and now we have to click on this add a forwarding address. Now in this particular field, we have to paste the email hook which we have copied from Pabbly Connect, and then we have to click on next. As we have done that, now we have to click on proceed because it is asking us for the permission to forward the mail to this particular email hook. So I've clicked on proceed, and the forwarding email is sent on this hook. So we'll click on OK. We'll go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we have received a response. So we have to go towards the body text of this particular response. So I've scrolled down, this is the body text, and in this body we have received one link. So this is the URL which we have to copy. Okay, So this is the URL. I have copied that. Now we have to open it in a new tab. So this is a confirmation link. By clicking on confirm, we have to confirm that we are ready to forward the email which we are receiving on this particular email address to this email hook. So we have to click on confirm, and now here it is saying that this email address can now forward mail to the email hook. Okay, so we have done the confirmation. Let's cross this. We will move back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we have to click on recapture email parser response. So now as we have done that, as we have set up the connection successfully, so whenever an email will be received on our email address, then we are going to receive that same email over here on Pabbly Connect as well. So let's try that. Here from another email account, I'm going to send an email to my account. Okay, so the subject is test, and here I'm going to enter just hello. Okay, so let's check whether we are receiving this response or not. Let's click on send, and the email is sent. So I'm going to take you towards my Gmail account, and here we'll go towards inbox. And yes, here we have received the test mail, but we have not received that mail over here in Pabbly Connect. So we have to do one more thing. We have to go back towards Gmail account. We have to once again go towards settings. Okay, see all settings, forwarding and POP IMAP, and currently the forwarding of email is not enabled. So we have to enable it. Okay, and then we have to click on save changes. As we have done that, the connection is now successful. So now when we are going to send an email, we are definitely going to receive it over here in Pabbly Connect. So once again, now I'm going to send the email of an appointment request. So I've selected my email address. Now I'm going to enter the subject, new appointment request. Here I'm going to enter hello. Okay, so here is the email. It contains hello, a new appointment request has been received. Here are the details: name of the person, email, phone number, preferred date and time, and here is the note. Thank you, Michael Karras. So this is the team member who is going to send me the email each time for new appointment request. Now I'm going to click on send, and the message is sent. Okay, so let's go and check whether we have received the email or not. On our account, we have received the email. So let's go and check whether we have received the same email in Pabbly Connect or not. And yes, here we can see that the email is received. So here when we will scroll down towards body text, here is the body which is received in the email. Okay, so now by using this response, we are going to create an appointment for that same person in GoHighLevel. For that, we have to first of all fetch out the details from this email. As we can see that we have received all the details, okay, in a combined format. So this is the name of the user for which we have to create the appointment. Here is the email, here's the phone number, preferred date and time, and all the details are given in the same email text. So we have to fetch out these details in separate format so that we can create an appointment. Okay, but before that, here I have to apply one condition, because we all know that we are going to receive multiple emails entire day, okay, on our Gmail account, and we do not want to run this workflow for each and every email. We only want that whenever the appointment request will be received as an email, then we want to run this workflow, otherwise not. For that, we have to apply a filter condition. So let's move towards our action step. Our action application over here will be filter. Filter is an amazing feature by Pabbly which allows us to set conditions in the workflow according to our requirements. So here by using it, we are going to set a condition that only specific email should be forwarded for creating an appointment, otherwise not. Okay, now here our action event will be filter values. Let's click on connect, and now here we have to set the condition in which we have to first of all select the label, the filter type, and the value. So in the label, I'm going to select the subject of my email. I have given a particular format to my team member, and he is going to send me the email in that same format only. So each time a request will be raised, the subject of the email will contains the appointment request. Otherwise, I do not want to forward any other email which does not contain the subject related to appointment. Okay, so here I have just searched for subject, and it has redirected me towards the subject which I have received in my response. So I will simply select that. So the label is selected, and because I've selected this label from my previous response, this means that now it is going to replace automatically with every new response. So whenever we are going to receive a new email, the subject is going to be replaced over here in this field, and if the subject will not be according to our choice, then the workflow is going to stop over here. So when the subject will contain appointment request, then I want to run this workflow, otherwise not. So similarly, according to your requirements, you can set the conditions. Here you can select and conditions, or even you can go for or conditions, okay, according to your requirements. Now here we will click on save and send test request button. Why? Because the subject contains the value which we have entered over here. Now we'll move forward, and because the condition is true, we want to create an appointment in GoHighLevel. But before that, as I told you, that we have to fetch out the details from the email response. For that, we have to use text parser. Okay, so we have to click on this add action step button, and we will simply select the action application, this time as text formatter. Text formatter is an amazing inbuilt feature of Pabbly which allows us to format the text which we have received in the response according to our requirements. Here our action application will be text formatter. So we have selected that. Now we have to select the action event, that will be text parser. So with the help of this event, we are going to parse the text. That means we are going to fetch out the details we required from a long text. Okay. So we have selected that, and now let's click on connect. After building the connection, here it is asking us for the text which we want to parse. So I want to parse the body which I have received from the email. So I will simply search for body text and I will map it over here. So mapping is inserting data from previous response. I have mapped this data from my previous response. This means that now it has become dynamic. So with each and every new response, it is going to be replaced automatically. So whenever we are going to receive a new email, the email body in this field is going to be replaced with a new body, and in this way we are going to automate the entire process of creating GoHighLevel appointments from the received emails. Okay, now it is asking us text match after and text match before. So what is this? Now first of all, you have to decide that what you want from this particular text. So first of all, I want the name of the user. Here the name is smart user and it is given after name and before email, as you can see. So text match after is that the name is given after this name and colon. So I'm going to enter name and colon over here in text match after, and our text which we wanted to receive is given before email. So I'm going to enter email over here and along with the colon. Now when we are going to click on save and send test request button, we can see that here we have received the name of the user for which we have to create the appointment. Okay, in the same manner you can fetch out the details which you want from the email content by using text parser. So what I'm going to do, because I want the email address of the user, phone number and the date and time also, so for that I have to use text formatter once again for each and every step. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply click on this three dots and I will click on clone step, and in this way I have cloned my step. Okay, so the same step is repeated over here. What I will do, I will simply change the text match after and before, because the text from which we have to receive the details are going to be same. Now I want the email address. So email address is given after this email colon. So I'm going to enter email colon and it is given before phone number. So I will enter phone colon over here. I'm going to click on save and send test request button, and here we have received the email address. Once again we'll clone the step, and this time we want to receive the phone number. Here I'm going to enter phone in text match after, and the phone number is given before preferred date and time. So we'll click on save and send test request button, and here we have received the phone number. Now at last we want to get the preferred date and time as well. So we'll click on this plus sign. So we'll click on the three dots, we'll clone the step, and now once again I'm going to enter the details accordingly, and now it is given before notes. So I'm going to enter notes over here. Okay, now we'll click on save and send test request button, and here we have received the response. Okay, so this is the date and this is the time. Now finally, after getting all the details from the email content, what we have to do, we have to first of all create this user as a contact in GoHighLevel so that we can further add an appointment for this contact. So we have to click on this add action step button once again, and now we are going to set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect. For this we have to select our action application as lead connector v2. So lead connector v2 is the tool which we have to use in order to set up the connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect. So we have selected that. Now our action event over here will be create contact. Let's click on connect, and because earlier I have already built a connection with my GoHighLevel account, so I'm going to go with existing connection. In case if you want to create a new connection, then you have to click on add new connection. You have to click on connect with lead connector v2, and you have to select your sub account. Okay, now I'm going to click on save. And here we can see that our connection is absolutely successful. So it is asking us for the first name, last name, email address and all other details for creating a contact. So we'll simply use mapping over here. So I'm going to use full name option over here. We have two options, either first name, last name separately, or we can have full name also. So whatever you have received in your response, according to that format, you can use these texts. If you have received full name, you can go for full name option over here. But if you have received the name separately, then you have to go for first name and last name. Okay, you have to use either of the options. So I will use full name option, and I will simply map the full name over here, smart user. The next is the email. So in the same manner, I'm going to map the email as well. Location ID is not mandatory, so I'm just going to ignore this. Phone number and all these details, address, city, state, etc. are not mandatory, and also I have not received them in my response. So I will simply click on save and send test request button after ignoring them. But in case if you have received these details and if you want to add, you can definitely add them. So I have clicked on save and send test request button, and here we have received the response. Along with the response, we have also received the contact ID. This means that the contact is successfully added. So let's go and check whether the contact smart user is added in GoHighLevel or not. So I will go towards the contact section over here, and yes, here we can see that smart user is added over here just now on the same date. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and our connection is successful up till now. Now further we want to create an appointment for this contact. For that, once again we have to set up a connection between GoHighLevel and Pabbly Connect. So let's click on this add action step button, and now once again we have to select lead connector v2 as our action application. Let's select our action event as create an appointment, and here we'll click on connect. So once again we will go with the existing connection only, as we have already built that earlier. So I have selected my connection, and now I'm going to click on save. As we have done that, we can see that connection is once again successful. Now we have to select the calendar, contact ID and all other details. So first of all, let us enter the calendar ID. Now for this, I'm going to take you towards my GoHighLevel account, and when we'll go towards calendar section, here are the calendar options which we have. I want to create new appointments in this Pab integration calendar each time. For that, what we will do, we will simply select Pab integration from the drop down. In the same manner, according to your requirements, you have to select your calendar ID, and now we have to move forward. The next it is asking us is the contact ID. So we have already received the contact ID in our earlier response when we have created the contact. So we will simply map that contact ID over here. So we will have to turn the mapping button on. Here the contact ID is already given, so we have to remove this existing ID because we want to map it, and now we will simply map the contact ID from a previous response. Okay, done. In the same manner you have to do that. Now the next is the start time. So here we have to enter start, date and time in this particular format. Okay, year, month, date and the time. So what we have to do, we have to simply format the date and time which we have received in our earlier response, and that we are going to with the help of date time formatter. So let's click on this add action step button, and here we have to select date time formatter as our action application. It is again an inbuilt feature of Pabbly which allows us to format the date and time according to our requirements. Here we have to select the action event that will be format date with time zone. Let's click on connect. Now after building the connection, it is asking us for selecting the date which we want to format. So here we will simply map the date which we have received from our earlier response. Now it is asking us from format, that in which format we have received the date. So we have received the date in the date, month, year format and along with the time. So we have selected that. Now the next is to format, that in which format we want the date. So we have to use this particular format, year, month, date along with the time, and it should also include the T. So we have selected that, and now we have to select the time zone. So because I reside in India, so my time zone is Asia Kolkata over here, which I have already selected. So you also have to select the time zone from the drop down, and now here we have received the response in the correct format of the time. So let's go and map this date for creating the appointment. Here in the start time, I will simply map the date and time which we have received, and now we'll click on save and send test request button. And yes, here we can see that we have received the response. This is the calendar ID, this is the ID of the user, and this is the contact ID. And here it is also given that the appointment status is confirmed and it is booked. So let's go and check whether the appointment is created for smart user or not. So we'll go towards appointment section. And here we can see that yes, appointment is scheduled for smart user. So this means that our connection is absolutely successful. So let's just quickly summarize what we have done over here in this workflow. So we have taken multiple steps. We have taken trigger, actions. In trigger, we have taken email parser, and in action, we have taken filter, text formatter, and lead connector v2, that is GoHighLevel, along with date time formatter as well. And we have connected all of them with the help of Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new appointment request will be received through email, then automatically according to that response, a new appointment will be created for that same person in GoHighLevel. In this way, you can very easily and automatically manage the appointments in GoHighLevel, and you can create an appointment automatically from email. Okay, so this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.